No.
Okay.
No,
great
wait,
entrance right there, Kyle.
no,
Yeah, here we
we're
go.
starting over.
No, dude, you messed it up already. There's no reason to start over. Gametalk.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we're already in.
Welcome to I think it's the 8th episode. I'm not for sure.
I hate naming the episodes. Don't do that.
It's already too late. It's the 8th episode. And
I'm gonna name it the 9th. You know, I'm just gonna throw 9 in there.
Okay, whatever.
Also,
Well,
this is I think we should stop because the episode isn't even in the title anymore.
I hate. Oh, fuck you! I hate you. It's the 8th episode, and there's been a wild week in the last 2 weeks that we were gone of video games, and other news.
And so we've been gone for 2 weeks. We've been taking a vacay.
Yeah, not really, just
vacation.
lazy. And on our first topic, I guess, would be the Nintendo World Championship, coming back after 25 full years.
I guess the competitive game.
I mean, like, what do you think is gonna be like in there? Do you think they're gonna do like what they originally did with like the original one where they had like Mario, like Red Racer and then Tetris, or do you think they're gonna like use the Wii U game and they're gonna unleash a new game? Because like in the original one, they released like Super Mario Brothers 3.
People have gotten really good at Super Mario Bros. Have you seen?
Yeah,
I don't know, Seth Blings, whatever. He can do it.
No, the original one was the one in the.
Oh yeah, never mind. But yeah, you can.
Yeah,
do
but everyone you can rerun the whole game of Super Mario Brothers in 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So here's my idea. So it can be going either way. So either start from the NES or the Wii. I think you start from the NES. You go to Super Nintendo, then Nintendo 64, a game from the GameCube, a game from the Wii, and then you end up with a new game at like the finals with whatever they have some, like, let's say they have like a random game where they can like use Star Fox. I know Star Fox is coming out, or they can unleash like a new game that no one knows about, like new Metroid game or a new F-Zero game, and everybody's like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And that's the final game, like they did with the Super Mario Brothers 3.
That would be really cool and like a huge challenge if the software engineers over at Nintendo had to go back onto like the N64 ROMs, and they had to rewrite the ROMs to make that would be a huge challenge because it's not like the programming of the day, it's the programming of, I don't know, 10 years, 20.
Well, they already got ago. They got NES, SNES, and now 2 N64 games on Virtual Console.
Yeah,
on the
no,
Wii U,
but
so you got to get the Game Boy, and the Wii can go on the Wii U, so you just gotta get the GameCube.
No, but I mean those aren't like edited; they're just emulated.
Yeah, well, they're more ported.
Yeah, I mean ported, whatever. But like actually going back and changing the code around in like an N64 thing.
Well, that shouldn't be that hard for like the NES and the SNES.
Yeah, but people who worked on it, it'll probably be easy. But like for new people, like I don't think I could. I mean, if I had to go back and look at machine code for the N64, I would just think it was useless, because what's the point of... Well, I don't think...
They have a lot of older employees still there. I mean, they shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it still like sounds cool. I really wanted to see what they do with this thing, because this is pretty cool. It'd be a fun thing to watch. It's not like... It's like, you get to see like the normal games always streamed, like tournaments, but you never get to see like the casual games that we all play in tournaments.
True, yeah.
You never see Mario Kart, like MLG
Mario
Kart tournaments, or...
That would be awesome if there
MLG Mario Party.
Like, the tension is normally really high. Imagine the tension in Mario Party.
Oh my goodness. No, you'll steal my star! Yeah. No!
God damn it!
My God!
I was about to win, and then
it just all comes down to some random bonus star.
Yeah, right.
It's like, I lost because of this. You get that normal Mario Party rage.
Yeah. I mean, if it's bad there, it's probably bad when the stakes are high.
Oh God!
I think that would be horrible. They should just extend it for like a 30-minute game.
Yeah,
I would watch a 30-minute game of Mario Party with the stakes there.
Well, in the trailer, they had Reggie, Nintendo, like the CEO of Nintendo of America, working out. He was lifting GameCubes, and he was like doing Wii Fit boxing, and then he was like listing like the gun from the NES. I don't know what it was. I don't know,
like those power guns or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but they was doing that. It was a really funny video. He comes in, he's like, "Hey, John, you're fired." But so from that, it looks like they're going from everything on Nintendo, but they still haven't released anything of what they're doing. I hope it's like everything in Nintendo's history, because that would be the coolest thing ever.
Hold on. Are Nintendo Japan and Nintendo America different companies?
I think Nintendo America is just a subset of.
So like Nintendo America is owned by Nintendo Japan, right?
Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, which is just Nintendo.
Okay, Nintendo owns Nintendo America.
Yeah.
So they're not two completely separate companies?
No.
Okay, just wondering. So let's move on to
let's just go.
Konami thinks that mobile games are the future. Now, I
Future.
think the feature are that...
Oops, misspelled that there. There we go.
Future. Okay, Konami thinks that mobile games are the future.
Future.
Okay.
Future. Okay, so this is very recent news. Konami said that all their future games are I believe that since they're saying this, is going to be on mobile games, which...
That's not a bad idea. I mean, mobile games
But Konami is typically represented by fighting games, and fighting games would not work well at all on mobile.
Well, you don't know that. Have you seen, like, a good fighting game on mobile?
No.
No, but, like, there's always the opportunity that a good fighting game could come on mobile.
No, I think Capcom had released two, like, Street Fighter on there, but that has pretty bad reviews, because when you play on mobile, like, your thumbs take off, like, a quarter of the screen.
Yeah, true, but,
And it's fighting, and you got, like, all these combinations, and you can't, like, really odd controls where it's not, like, as responsive. And especially as the joystick, you can't really have, like, a joystick there. Or you just, like, a little analog stick.
Yeah.
And so...
No, but those are like control. See, I was reading a article about good design for mobile games, and what people fail to see when they're designing mobile games is that mobile games aren't like a console. It's not like a controller, and people tend to emulate controls. Have you played like Nova? I think that's what it was called on like iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, that 3D first-person shooter game? They have, like, a little joystick in the corner, and you're like, wait, I could just be playing something on, like, a normal controller. So what people have to, like, have in mind when they're designing stuff is they have to have, like touchscreens in mind. They have to be like, okay, what can we do with this without, like, what can we do to this touchscreen to utilize every part of this new system thing?
I'm actually surprised you're saying this, because Mortal Kombat 10, which just came out recently, which besides the PC has been selling really well and has got good reviews. And that's a fighting game, which is probably the most popular one of them all. Maybe Street Fighter's up there too, Soul Calibur.
Okay. You can go forward.
Yeah, but like it's kind of odd timing, because that game is doing really well. Of course, Konami is not as prominent as they used to be, but like this mobile gaming in general, it's just not as responsive. And maybe if they had a controller, but then again,
well, hold on. What do you mean not as responsive?
I mean, because it's not. It's like because you have to like exactly hit it, and it's just like there. It's flat.
Okay,
it's completely flat.
No. Then you're talking about emulating controllers on a touchscreen.
Yeah, but you can't like just have it like no. You have to have the controller on there.
No, some ingenious like user interface.
You can't like do flicks. That's just not. That's gonna.
Okay, fighting games. You instead of you throw this around, like instead of having a control setup, you could have like swipes. Think about it. What's the difference between pressing a button and swiping across the screen?
I know, but like in fighting games, the reason they're so fun to play, a good fighting game, is the combos. And you can't do
Yes, you can. It's combo, like just jin, and then circle around and swipe. There, that's a combo.
Yeah, but
look,
you know how like
down,
you know how like unresponsive it would be, because if you just like do like screw up on that instead of like what it would normally be on the controller where it's hard to mess up, it'd still be so easy to mess up. You're just swing
no,
flip.
you
I think it's a stupid idea
honestly,
to do fighting games,
especially
fighting games on.
Well, hold up.
Mobile.
Hold up. I think like Infinity Sword, like They made a 3D game that was meant for a touch
Well,
screen.
3D Sword was like you couldn't move the
Infinity
player.
Sword.
Infinity Sword, you couldn't move your player. That was it's like a rail sword fighter.
Yes, but they sacrificed the fact that you couldn't move your player, and instead of having that, they made it so the combat was fun.
But Konami's going to be using like all their back catalog of titles of fighting games, and that's going to piss people
be super annoyed if when the fighting games come out, they have those emulated joysticks.
They're going to have them.
If they have them, I will be pissed because they could revolutionize fighting games here for the next generation of fighting games, and instead they're going to try and bring back this thing that isn't going to work. You're going to lose people who want to play on this stuff. People don't want to play poorly emulated controllers on like touchscreens. It's not fun.
Also, if you're releasing these big big budget like fighting games, they're not gonna be like the $1, $2 MLA ports of the $5 ports you'll see from like a Sonic 2 port, Mega Man X. It's gonna be like $15, and I don't know anyone that spends $15 on iTunes like right off the bat on a game.
Yeah,
I never spent more than $5 on the game.
it's same. The only time I've spent more than $5 was when I bought the Chaosillator, those noisemaker machines for iPhone. No,
Oh
okay.
my god, you did!
Yeah. Hey, it's really cool. But,
there was like this one that was like booyah.
no, not one of those. Not one of those.
It's like the buttons or
Yeah, no. Those like this music maker thing.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
They're talking about like the buttons where he goes like he was like the.
I was young and not very fiscally responsible. Whatever.
So Konami's, we're gonna be on the same page that Konami looks like they're going down a weird path.
Hold on, mobile games are the future. I mean that is where gaming is going.
I think. And PC.
What?
And PC. There's gonna always.
I mean, you're gonna have your hardcore gamers on PC, and then everyone else is gonna be on mobile. Mobile is where it's going because you could just bring it around wherever you're in the coffee shop.
I rather. Well, they're not as strong as.
Talking about mobile games. Time to plug myself here. You can download my app from the App Store for $0, and as of now, it doesn't even have ads, so you can play something for free. Yeah.
You forgot the name of it.
Oh no, I'll just put like a little box here.
Balloon pop something.
Yeah, balloon pop, all one word with an exclamation point on the end. Okay, on to our next subject.
Oh, another Nintendo topic. Nintendo theme park. Yes, Nintendo is partnering with Universal, just like Universal did with Harry Potter, and creating a Nintendo Land.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty dang. That's like pretty cool. And, like every kid like wondering that time where like they can like go ride a Zelda like fighting sword like ride, where they're going through Hyrule, they're literally going through the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'm excited for it. That sounds really, really cool.
I'm just wait. No, what really, really cool is like a Sonic the Hedgehog roller coaster where you go like you launch yourself and you go like all like those cool loops.
That would actually.
That would be the coolest.
Yeah, but hold on. That's not.
Yeah,
Nintendo,
but that's not
Sega.
Nintendo. So.
Yeah, I was getting excited.
But you got like this whole. So I think they're gonna do. Of course, the new Mario, Zelda, probably those two, Pokemon, and then you got all these other games. But
Pokemon. They're gonna have a Pokemon ride.
No. Oh, Pokemon Battle Arena Center.
Is that a game that's coming out?
No, like a whole center, like full, like a gym.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Where you can like battle each other.
Oh my
God. You guys, wait, do you know that game where like you pick Pokemon on the GameCube, like you just battle, like just straight up battles?
Yeah.
It's like that, except a whole arena designed for it.
They should have it. You walk in. There's another person on the other side, and you get to choose your lineup of Pokemon. They're not too powerful as not to like you. They're level 50. Like if you went on those world things, they would make all your Pokemon level 50, so it was an even battle. They should do that and just like put up those pyramid holograms.
Yeah.
Put those pyramid holograms in the middle.
Oh, and they could like they see like the 3D fight.
Yeah.
And that was the coolest thing. And so what would they do with Mario? I mean, what did they have a coaster? I think they should have a roller coaster.
Yeah, for Mario. I mean,
no, but there would be
And Zelda. I mean, none of these games are very fast.
I think Zelda would be like one of those 3D like indoor rides where like you're on like the vehicle and like have you ever rode like Spider-Man or Transformers ride there?
No.
Well, so pretty much you're like on like this in this car and you're like going through it and you're like it's like a screen like around you. So it feels like you're moving. Well, you actually are moving, but it feels like you're going like really fast. Like when you like jump out a window and land, it feels like you're falling like really far and you land. That'd be pretty cool if like Hyrule where you're battling with the giant armies and you're like there like fighting, trying to get around. Or like on the back of not Zelda. Oh my God, sorry, Link's horse.
Yeah, back of Zelda's horse.
Zelda's horse. I mean, it could be Zelda. But like we wanted. I think that could happen. But Mario, what would you do with Mario?
I don't know. How about this? You could have you could.
They can rip off Disney and have the castle. Just Peach's
that
castle.
would be actually pretty cool. You could do a Super Mario 64 kind of thing where you like ride around the inside of the Peach's castle kind of thing. That would be pretty
true.
Cool.
Or you got thinking that Mario Kart 8 Baby Park. They have the roller coaster in Baby Park.
Oh, you could
Mario Kart.
Oh, actually,
Mario Kart track.
Oh, and you can also have those like vertical things where you go straight up.
Don't forget the hang glider.
Yeah, right.
No, I think that would be the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, no. Like you'll start at the finish line. It looks like a Mario Kart track. You're going, and then it's just like on rails, and you're like, oh.
and the kid's driving. You just launch up the shelf. The kid. Oh God. So that's a pretty cool thing, and
I swear, if it's probably gonna. Here's the cynic inside me, Lily's inside me. It's gonna come out in a few months, and we're gonna be like, oh, I guarantee it.
I know Harry Potter. I rode the Harry Potter ride. That was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And the whole Harry Potter town was really cool since they it was a replication of like
Hogwarts.
Oh yeah. It was pretty cool. See the butterbeer and all that stuff.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
And they had the same thing with The Simpsons, except that wasn't like wasn't like Springfield. It's just like random stuff around, but you can get like Duff beer and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they had most taverns.
Sell Duff beer.
Yeah,
Duff beer actually exists.
Yeah, there's
it's Spanish, right?
I don't know, but you can get it anywhere right now. But like, there was like Moe's Tavern and all that stuff. Pretty cool.
Talking about that, Simpsons is probably gonna end soon. Because the guy who played Flanders left.
And Mr. Burns.
The guy who played Mr. Burns.
It's not going to end, I don't think, man.
I mean, that was a main character.
Yeah, I don't know who... I haven't watched Simpsons in a while. And Simpsons has been fairly in decline for a while. But there's always going to be those people that will watch Simpsons no matter what.
Well, if it ends soon, I mean, it's no fault of theirs. I mean, it's been... How long? Like...
A while.
Yeah, 25 years.
I remember they, like a few years ago, it was like 500 episodes. And now I don't know where it is now. It's ridiculous.
You can see how like something that is really cool is as a person who likes animation, you see like the beginning of Family Guy or the beginning of The Simpsons, and you see how like crude the animation is, and then like how they slowly transition to this really really clean animation. I really don't know how they do it.
I don't know.
Like this go from this like super crude. I mean, I get you get higher, better artists, but.
I think it's just technology.
There's
advancing.
Technology. It's like you use now like Wacom tablets to draw stuff, and with digital and
like, I don't think
and with new digital art, you can just edit things on the fly.
You hardly even need to draw it now. Like,
well, no,
you can like all virtually draw it. You don't have to like get the notepad and do it the old-fashioned way.
True, but you know, sometimes it's good to like scan stuff in and then just trace over it, and then you can once it's vectored, you can just like move the little dots around so it looks cleaner. I guess that is how they did it. But it's just so weird looking back at their old work and how crude it was versus now.
The voice and the jokes and the voice acting were like, I don't know, definitely lower scale too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, once you're in a voice for 25 years, right?
Yeah. So I guess we can talk about our last few topics around Ubisoft. So the first thing...
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Syndicate came out, or was announced and come out.
Don't pre-order it.
Don't pre-order it.
Don't pre-order it.
I'm telling you what this game especially here. So this game is coming out less than a year than Unity. And everyone knows that Unity was broken. Also, no multiplayer. It's set in a future date too, in London, and it's just red flags all over the place. The other news from Ubisoft is that they announced that Rainbow Six Siege is coming out in October.
That's pretty cool. Right next to Just Cause 3, which is my favorite game of all time.
It's my favorite anime.
Sorry, second. Just Cause 2 is my second favorite game of all time, so best game. Cory in the House is my favorite anime, Ben. Get on my level, you weeaboo.
So, actually, I don't watch anime.
Ben watches so much anime,
dude.
don't believe him.
So, Assassin's Creed has been on like this decline of like quality because they're releasing them like crazy, and it's like, I don't think Ubisoft's giving this like.
Cory.
Okay, they're not. Ubisoft's not giving this franchise like any care anymore. I mean, we haven't heard anything about a new Far Cry game being announced, so at least Far Cry is at least probably getting a little more better treatment.
Why can't they just go down the route of pirates and ships? That Assassin's Creed Black Flag was a really, really fun game.
Well, I'm not.
Why can't they do that?
I'm saying this as a person that's not a fan of Assassin's Creed, but like I never like. It's just looking at. You can definitely see it. Just like the gameplay quality is just going down. It's just they're going down this route.
They were going down such a good route with Black Flag. They're like, yes, this is what we need. This is what we need. And they're like, nah, screw you. We're going back to the old.
I think they're releasing them too fast. I mean, hell, Watch Dogs 2 is pretty much announced already, too. And that's been a year, so. Like, that's even longer than.
Yeah,
it's like less than a year than what Watch Dogs 2 has been announced. And it's going to come out, like.
Well, hold on. They're using the same engine. They're using the same assets. I mean, what do they need? They just need to, like, change some few things to the gameplay. Every now succession of Assassin's Creed feels like DLC or like an expansion pack.
Yeah, and then they have DLC on the DLC type game.
Yeah, I know.
They're having this whole China like 2D stealth game that's got bad reviews. Also, coming out for DLC for Unity, and there's already like 3 parts. They're gonna have 3 parts to it. 3 parts to a $15 DLC. That's really bad in a really part of a really bad game. Oh my gosh, Ubisoft is like.
Ubisoft's dropping.
They have way too much on their plate. They're gonna have what? I'm scared because I really like the concept of Rainbow Six, and Rainbow Six looks super cool. I want to try the beta, but I didn't get accepted. But like Ubisoft just has way too much on their plate. Like they had Far Cry 4 last year, and Black Flag, and Valiant Hearts, and Watch Dogs last year, and then they already have Watch Dogs 2, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and Rainbow Six Siege announced for this year.
So, that was probably a bit jarring. Rainbow Six Siege is a game that looks really good.
Yeah, I think this could be like, if it's Rainbow Six Siege is good, that could be the thing that gains trust back in Ubisoft. But I think it can go right back out the window with Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Well, I mean,
I think Assassin's Creed Syndicate is coming out before Rainbow Six Siege.
True.
And we're maybe a month after, but Rainbow Six Siege, the thing about Rainbow Six Siege is that it was announced the same time Unity was announced. And it's coming out a year after Unity. So we're going to have 2 Assassin's Creed before we get Rainbow Six Siege. So they're definitely spending more time on Rainbow Six Siege, which is a smaller world, huge, vastly smaller like world map than Unity.
Guaranteed.
So, I mean, I think there's like, it's all going to come down to combat. That's the only thing that's going to come down to it. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege.
You'd be there was this XKCD comic about how in computer science there's a very fine line between the super easy, like I can do it in a day, and the oh my god, I'm gonna need 6 years in a research team. So like for an open world map, you might say, oh, I can do it in it won't take that long. But for like really accurate combat that feels right, that might take like a year. So I mean, it's not just the size of the map that determines how difficult a game is to make.
Here's the also thing with Assassin's Creed Unity is that like they have like these vast open maps that they're making, and then like it's coming out in such a short time. Like why? It's not like it's gonna like decrease in. Like, it's like 20-hour games. You're going to think that you can make a bugless game or like limited bugs, a pretty good game in a year that takes like 20 hours and on the scale of Assassin's Creed Syndicate or Unity, whatever. or Syndicate. Yeah, it's gonna be Syndicate. Really, and there's too many games they have for at least Assassin's Creed, and they just need to lower their like amount of stuff they're doing, or they're gonna go downhill. So
they're not gonna go. I mean,
Ubisoft is on like a consumer like trust issue right now. As long as on the same boat as EA right now.
Yeah, EA.
Everyone used to Ubisoft's better than EA, but now Ubisoft's right there with EA.
Yeah, these publishers are
AAA publishers are the ones that.
But you gotta in this last 2 minutes, I'm gonna try and analyze why all this distrust is happening. So what we're getting is people are buying aren't. I can't comprehend what's. These publishers are releasing games way too fast that they can't possibly keep up. But I don't understand why they're releasing them way too fast. I think there's got to be like an underlying cause. They're not getting enough income, possibly, from the games that they're making, and that's why they're also making DLC. Maybe something with investors, but it has something to do with money. They're not getting enough of it for some weird reason.
I think I can go on to that. So when it all comes down to leaving money on the table. So when you put a game out, if you don't have a pre-order, there's the term of leaving money on the table. Those people that were gonna pre-order, if you don't have a pre-order, you're just leaving money on the table. If you don't put a pre-order out, if you don't put DLC out, you're leaving money on the table. That you can get more money from because people are gonna buy the DLC. If you don't release games fast enough to get people to buy them, and because people would because if people are gonna keep on buying them, then you might as well get them out as fast as possible because you're gonna be leaving money on the table. So the reason they're making them so fast is people buy them, people pre-order them, and people buy these DLCs that are really just coming out day one because they just are. I mean, it's not really a good reason, but the people are making them like this because if people are going to buy them, and there's no point of leaving them out because you're just going to leave money on the table if you don't have these certain things there.
So it's a cash grab.
Yeah, it's just cash grab. It's all strictly for cash. The only companies that are doing for quality control, I think, are probably Valve. Well, Valve was just taking their time. Valve was just like, let's just do one frame for 10 days,
yeah,
you know?
No, Valve is like the, we used to make games, now we make money thing.
But the only game that's putting these quality right now, I think, into these games is Nintendo. But even them have times where Mario Party 10, where that...
It was just a reskin.
Yeah, I think Nintendo's problem is that they don't listen to the consumer enough.
They think they know best, and most of the time they do.
I mean, they have every right to, since they pretty much saved the gaming industry, which it might go down again, and they might have to save us again. But maybe
because now it's too hardcore. No one's gonna be like, oh, let's get on the. Well, then again, the Wii just disproved my point right there. Go on.
So Nintendo does that, but then again, not as many people have a Wii U as the PS4 and the Xbox One, where all these Ubisoft and EA games come out, and they're coming out fast, they're coming out broken. It's just so faster the games come out, the more people will buy them. But
faster the games come out, more people will buy them. But the faster they come out, the more broken they'll be.
Yep, or the lower the consumer trust gets, and then thus it could go really bad for the gaming industry.
This is
just what happened with Atari.
History is repeating itself.
Yep.
This is exactly what happened. This is what caused the video game crash. Why no one wanted to buy video games, because they kept making crappy rushed games. E.T. was bad because they gave one guy how long? A month?
5 weeks.
Do you know how hard it is to program an Atari?
At the time it wasn't as hard, but you can make them much faster. But still, 5 weeks is ridiculous.
No, because then you got to I don't know. Maybe it was in BASIC, but I'm pretty sure the Atari was assembly. Actually, it might have been BASIC. Either way, then you got to tape out, and tape out takes whatever. Honestly, gaming industry, if you're hearing me right now, don't rush games. Give it a good, put it in the incubator for a while.
So
foster trust.
I guess that's gonna end this episode.
No one wins. No one wins when you rush games. So, I mean, maybe you do because you get a lot of money, but in the end,
it doesn't even matter. Tried so hard and got so far.
Okay, fair enough.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
You're okay.
So, guess that's it, right?
Do I get to end this time?
Yes.
Really?
Maybe.
Are you gonna throw in a last word right before I finish?
I don't know. I could.
Could you just say no?
No.
You're gonna do it. I don't even want. Why you want to get it out right now? Just say something and I'll.
Why?
Okay, well that's gonna be our episode for this week. Have a nice day.
So hard,
if it's nighttime, have a nice night.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
You know what? I think we discussed very important things today, and I hope you think about it.
Also, the new Sonic game is being announced May 29th.
I swear to God, Ben. Why? I thought you... We're done. Here we go. 好きなぞ遊ぶぞ楽しむぞいろいろやりたくて待ちきれないだろう焦らないでこうさあ始めようパーティーそう盛大にね大統領ギターを吹き新とビジュアルをさだってトリトリトリが来た盛り上がっていくぞベイベートリトリホリップハウスウェイホワイトハウスだ新しい風を起こし入れてゆくすべてのみんなお楽しみ